In news from Sri Lanka, Sri Lankan police will launch an impartial and transparent investigation of clashes with protesters after the first death in weeks of unrest over the government's handling of the economy, President Gotabaya Rajapaksa has said. Police fired live ammunition to scatter protesters on Tuesday in the town of Rambukkana, northeast of the capital Colombo, killing one person and wounding a dozen.
Sri Lanka's Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa on Wednesday said he expects the police to investigate clashes between police officers and anti-government protesters that led to the first death in weeks of civil unrest. Deeply distressed following the tragedy in Rambukkana, I have every confidence that a strict impartial investigation will be carried out, Rajapaksa said in a tweet. President Gotabaya Rajapaksa, the younger brother of the Prime Minister, in a Twitter post urged all citizens to refrain from violence as they protest. He said that police will carry out an impartial and transparent inquiry into the incident. Police fired live ammunition to scatter protesters on Tuesday in Rambukkana, a town around 3 hours northeast of the commercial capital Colombo, killing one person and injuring a dozen more. Demonstrations have raged across the South Asian island of 22 million people for weeks, with people voicing anger against what they perceive as government mishandling of the economy that has led to shortages of essentials and prolonged power cuts. Sri Lankan police has imposed a curfew in southwestern region of Rambukkana until further notice following the incident. Tuesday's death was the first fatality since largely peaceful protests began last month. It comes as Sri Lankan officials meet with IMF, the International Monetary Fund, on a potential emergency loan program aimed at staving off a shortage of fuel and other essentials. The IMF on Wednesday said discussions are at an early stage and that any deal would require adequate assurances that Sri Lanka can resolve the unsustainability of its debt situation.